we will read from your report. But ladies and gentlemen, while this is very important that Attorney Johnson and I revealed the findings of this independent autopsy, you may recall during the press conference with the police, it was asked, was he shot in the back of the head? And I think the chief said, all I can say is he was shot in the head. He can't tell you whether he was shot in the back of the head. Well, today, based on scientific evidence, we can confirm that Patrick Lyoya was shot in the back of his head. That is now scientific evidence of this tragic killing and what his family believes was an execution. And that's why we're so grateful to Dr. Spitz and Dr. Bottom for agreeing, as Attorney Johnson said, to do this. What I will do before I turn it back over to Dr. Spitz, I want to just read, I think it's important, Attorney Johnson, to read what he finds as evidence of injury. He says, when the body is turned over, face down, there's evidence of an entrance bullet wound located slightly left of midline of the back of the head, 4 inches below the top of the scalp. The wound track running from this bullet wound runs upward and to the right to a point in the right temporal partial area, where the bone was fragmented, but the overlying skin was intact. He puts in parentheses, we believe at that location a missile was removed at first autopsy from between the skin and the fragmented bone. Bone fragments surrounding the bullet wound of entrance range in size, and some appear to have been cut with a saw. A bone fragment around the entrance wound was retained for microscopic examination, as was the wound in the skin. Extensive hemorrhages is noted in the glia and over the periphery of the brain in this location. The upper cervical spinal cord appears to have been disconnected. And so that was evidence of injury. And I think Attorney Johnson, I'll just do the opinion, and then we may want to blow up the anatomical models and let Dr. Spitz opine. But the opinion is this 26-year-old African-American male, Patrick Lyoya, died as a result of a single gunshot wound with entrance wound in the back of the head. The deceased was conscious and aware of the fact that a gun was being held to the back of his head. Death was instantaneous when the gun was fired. It appears that a missile was recovered during a first autopsy. No soot or gunpowder particles were recognized by the naked eye examination in or about the bullet wound of entrance in the soft tissues or on the bony edges of the wound. The fragmentation of the skull at the site of the entrance wound suggests a contact shot. Blood drained from the lungs in the left chest cavity was collected for chemical analysis.